Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me this opportunity to contribute to this important bill. The counter-amendment in bill, Mr. Speaker, sir, mine is to say that this bill is very important because the duration as it stands now is at a very low level. But as it is, when it comes to the second reading, Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm going to propose an amendment very different, a little bit different from what it is now, because I'm going to propose that it should not be 2/3, but half when it comes to the initial stages of having an impeachment of the governor or a CC. Instead of being 2/3, because if it is 2/3 at the initial stage, and then when they come to impeachment, it's going to be 2/3, to me, it means that initially, the moment it is started, and you acquire 2/3, then it means you are already impeached. It means that the die is already cast, and there will be no reason of why, even if you go ahead, or even if you try to amend, why you are being impeached. I don't know how you can survive again. But you see, the initiators, when they were talking of that, they were thinking that the moment you are threatened with an impeachment, if there is an issue which you are supposed to settle or to address, you can address and have the impeachment be stopped. So the moment now we put it at 2/3, and then it comes to the final bit of impeachment, and then it is 2/3 again, then that is already cast. So I'm going to have that idea when it comes to the second reading that we amend it to be half instead of 2/3. But Mr. Speaker, sir, further to this amendment, as I contribute, county government, after the evolution, these devolved units have done marvelous. Let's be sincere. They have done so much because the way things used to be before the Constitution of 2010, things were very different when all resources were centralized in the central government. And Mr. Speaker, sir, because I know you also know very well that it depends with your relationship with the central government leadership for one to have development in any place. And by having decentralizing the resources as it is, even though it has its own weaknesses, sincerely things have been done. Because if you go now to rural areas, let's say like in my county, Meru County, you'll find that there is a lot of development, even though it may not be institutional development, but individual development. Those people who have been employed as CCs and other servants of the county, you'll find that there are buildings which are coming up. There is a lot of resources which are being spread in the rural areas. You find that people have big cars, people have developed personally. There is a lot of development compared with how it used to be before. The only problem is that as we developed the developments to the rural areas, Mr. Speaker, sir, we also developed corruption. And this is now what we should check now, rather than just pushing things as an amorphous or in general. We should get away that we can check on corruption, because you'll find that the governor or whoever is in a position in the county government is using either family members or other conduits to spoon public money through tenders, through contracts, and in many other ways, whereby you find, let's say, if you go to maybe Kitengela, Nairobi, some part of Nairobi, or part of Meru, or Nyeri, or any other place, you find big buildings which are rumored on being associated with the governors. But if you compare, and if not the governors, the county secretary or somebody else, and if you compare the kind of salaries they earn, and you follow them, you find that they have no loans in any bank. You find that their salaries cannot match the kind of development they are carrying out, which means there must be a way out of how they are getting this money to develop or to carry out the big projects which they are carrying out. Hence, developed corruption. And we check upon it. We should strengthen the institutions of checking the way the governors are carrying out their mandates, the way the governors are running out our resources, so that at least they can benefit the common man whom it was meant to benefit, but not individuals as it is these days. Because Even if you find the governors as they have the developed conference in Omabedi, you will not hear any of them coming with a topic of how to tame corruption. They will be talking of other things, but when it comes to taming corruption, it's only anti-corruption, which you'll talk about it, and it will finish with Nairobi office. For the anti-corruption is based in the branches it has. There are a few branches here and there, but they are not adequate enough. They are unable to settle, they are unable to tackle this problem. It is so rampant. Speaker, it is so rampant in a way that we must get our way out. And unless we do that, Mr. Speaker, sir, we may not assist the common man in the village as it was meant to be. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, sir.
I do not see any more interest in this matter. I think I should call upon the mover to reply.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, in reply, I wish to thank all the honourable members who have supported this motion. I wish to thank Honourable Karoli Omondi, Honourable the Deputy Leader Majority, Honourable Wanbaya, Honourable Chamatia, Honourable Moshako, Honourable Kirima for supporting this motion. Honourable Speaker, Honourable Wanbaya has alluded the fact that sometimes controversial, Honourable Speaker. I wish to inform Honourable Baya that recently I encountered the Damascus moment, and therefore you should expunge any controversy from yours truly. Honourable Speaker, in thanking the members, I wish to appreciate the sentiments that I've made that have given more weight to this particular proposed legislation. And Honourable Speaker, there is room to further amend and relook at this particular legislation. Honourable Kirima has given a very important proposal that at the initiation stage, the threshold can be a simple majority, and finally at passing the bill, because currently it is a simple majority to pass the motion to impeach a CEC member. So, Honourable Speaker, it said half.
It said 50% of the total.
50%, Honourable Speaker, yeah, I agree. 50%.
Yeah, and for him, it was, you can't have 2/3 and then 2/3 again.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And again, his position was that also because of the rampant corruption.
Absolutely.
And there has to be certain accountability. But anyway, proceed.
Yeah, well guided, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, that is some food for thought, so that at the initiation stage, we can have half of the members, and at the very tail end, to effect the impeachment, it is increased to 2/3, which is half plus one. Oh yeah, that is actually the proper interpretation is simple majority. Should be half plus one. Because if we have 30 numbers, and Honourable Speaker, the Deputy Leader Majority has given a very interesting proposition that it will not be safe to have half, because if you have, for example, 30 members, then you have 15-15, it will be a challenge. So I think the correct way of drafting is to have a simple majority. So, Honourable Speaker, I beg to reply. Thank you.
Honourable Owemba, it looks like you did not do your job very well. Next order. Order, honourable members. The question will be put at an appropriate time in the future. Next order.
Order number 15. The Birth and Death Registration Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 37 of 2024, second reading.
Are you on a point of order, the Honourable Owen? Yeah, what's your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, sir, the Speaker can notice that the House column.
Order. What did you say? Are you on a point of order? Can you approach the table and
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Where is the communication? Aanze nini? The next motion is Martha Karua. She's not around. Do I get the feeling that is there an understanding that the Honorable Adan Dawood is going to move the bill number, bill number, sorry. Yeah, order number 15, which is Births and Deaths Registration Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 37 of 2024. This was for Martha Wangari, but some people are trying to communicate to me that she Honorable, why were you? You're supposed to move your own. Honorable Adan Mohammed, why were you? You were supposed to move your bill, and you choose to be. I want to presume that you must have been doing a very important parliamentary business. That's why you delayed, and I think under the circumstances, the chair will look at you favorably. And again, rearrange that and say, instead of going to order number 15, we go back to order number 13. The Honorable Adan Mohammed, can you now move your amendment bill?
Order number 13, the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 41 of 2024, second reading.
Proceed, Honorable. Oh,
Okay.
you move your bill.
Okay.
You have an amendment bill
Thank
on
you, Mr.
Computer Misuse and
Thank you, Mr.
Cybercrimes
Speaker.
Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 41 of 2024. That's your bill. You must be very vast with your own bill.
Yes.
And
Thank you.
being a learned counsel, or a learned friend for that matter,
Thank you,
I want to
Mr.
presume that you have a lot of things at your fingertips. Proceed.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I beg to
I apologize
propose that-
first for coming late.
Okay. I apologize, Mr. Speaker. I was in.
Yes, in
I
a
was-
very important, I am made to understand, yes. It's an
Yes,
important
I was
parliamentary
actually.
I do
Okay,
understand.
I will not even say anything.
Proceed,
Let
proceed.
me go ahead with.
Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I beg to move the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 41 of 2024, and be read for a second time. For a second reading, yes.
Now move your bill.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This bill, the Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Amendment Bill 2024, is the bill seeks to prohibit the use of electronic mediums to promote terrorism and extreme religious and cultural practices. The bill in particular proposes the following amendments, Mr. Speaker. Clause 1 of the bill provides for a short title of the bill. The title is the one I have read, the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 41. The clause 2, Mr. Speaker, sir, seeks to amend section 2 of the Act in order to provide for a clear definition of the term access. And the term access to a computer system that is unauthorized. The bill also introduces new definitions to align with the provisions of this Act. So the term is just a definition of the term access, Mr. Speaker, sir. Clause 3 seeks to amend Section 6 of the Act to give the National Computer and Cybercrimes Coordination Committee, the NCCC, an additional function of issuing directives on websites and applications that may be rendered inaccessible within the country, and where the website or application promotes illegal activities, child pornography, terrorism, and extreme religious and cultic practices, like those practices like Shakahola and those things. Clause 4, Mr. Speaker, sir, seeks to amend Section 27 of the Act to expand the scope of the offense of cyber harassment. Given, Mr. Speaker, the prevalent use of social media, cyber harassment has become a thing that a lot of young Kenyans are subjected to. Clause 5, Mr. Speaker, sir, seeks to amend Section 30 of the Act to expand the scope of the offense of phishing. Clause 6, Mr. Speaker, sir, seeks to introduce a new Section 42A for the offense of unauthorized SIM swap. Mr. Speaker, SIM swap has become very prevalent in Kenya, and it is used to steal from a lot of unsuspecting public. Mr. Speaker, sir, the bill does not delegate legislative powers, nor does it limit fundamental rights or freedoms. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, I will ask
Who's your seconder?
Honorable Mbaya to second the bill.
Honorable Speaker, it's my pleasure, and Honorable Speaker, to actually second the Honorable Adan Mohammed in this bill, Honorable Speaker, the Computer Misuse and Cyber Crime Amendment Bill 2024. Honorable Speaker, I want to thank the Honorable Mohammed Adan for taking his time to actually bring a bill to the House of Parliament. Honorable Speaker, it's not very many members. Actually, the 12th Parliament and this 13th Parliament, not very many members actually do that. They do motions, but to sit down, look at a bill, Honorable Speaker, shows the prowess that Honorable Mohammed Adan has in terms of legislation, but also cuts him out as a good lawyer and a good advocate. And we can see him using his skill, Honorable Speaker, in doing that. Honorable Speaker, the principal object of the bill is to amend the Computer Misuse and Cyber Crime Act Cap 79C, Honorable Speaker. This bill, Honorable Speaker, seeks to prohibit the use of electronic media to promote terrorism and extreme religious and cultic practices. That is the essence of this bill, Honorable Speaker. Terrorism has devastated this country in many ways, Honorable Speaker. Religious extremism, cultic matters, Honorable Speaker, has devastated this country. The cultic issues of Shakahola, Honorable Speaker, come to mind when you think about that, Honorable Speaker. When we do not control social media in propagating cultic innuendos, Honorable Speaker, we lose the country, we lose lives, people die because of religious inclinations that, Honorable Speaker, are dangerous, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, this bill, Honorable Speaker, as drafted by the Honorable Adan, Honorable, seeks to prohibits the use of electronic media to promote extreme religious practices, Honorable Speaker. It's very fundamental, Honorable Speaker. What goes into social media, Honorable Speaker, can either strengthen the stability of a country, Honorable Speaker, or destroy the stability of a country, Honorable Speaker. And that's why this bill is very, very important. Honorable Speaker, Clause 3 of this bill seeks to amend Section 6 of the Act to give the National Computer and Cyber Crimes Coordination Committee an additional function of issuing directives on websites and applications that may be rendered inaccessible within the country where the website or applications promotes illegal activities, child pornography, terrorism, and extreme religious and cultic practices. Honorable Speaker, Google is here with us, but Google is a foreign body. How do we stop Google from propagating such, Honorable Speaker? Facebook is here, Honorable Speaker. Facebook is foreign. TikTok is here. TikTok is foreign. We may not be able to control what happens here. But, Honorable Speaker, by virtue of this bill giving to the National Computer and Cybercrime Coordination Committee an additional function of issuing directives on website and applications, Honorable Speaker, we get back the power, Honorable Speaker, to control what happens on social media, Honorable Speaker. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, it is my pleasure, and the greatest pleasure, Honorable Speaker, to support, to second this bill, to ensure that, Honorable Speaker, as we go forward, we do not allow social media. Honorable Speaker, as we move towards election, social media becomes a boiling pot for chaos if we allow it to go unchecked, Honorable Speaker. We need to get back our country, Honorable Speaker, by ensuring that we have certain leverages to control. We are not infringing on the right to communication, the right to expression. We are not infringing on those rights, Honorable Speaker, as enshrined in the Constitution. But all rights and freedoms, Honorable Speaker, as enshrined in the Constitution, come with certain responsibilities. And it is those responsibilities, Honorable Speaker, that we are legislating on. That yes, use social media, express yourself the way you want, Honorable Speaker. Enjoy your constitutional rights, Honorable, to free information, Honorable Speaker, and to press and all that, Honorable Speaker. But do it responsibly, Honorable Speaker. And if you can't do it responsibly, Honorable Speaker, then we are saying do it within the purview of the law, as we are actually enacting today. So, Honorable Adat, I want to thank you for thinking about the country, thinking about the future generation, thinking about the stability of the country by bringing this piece of legislation. Honorable Speaker, with those many remarks, Honorable Speaker, I second and urge members of this House, including the Honorable Leader of the minority, who has been away. I've not heard his voice in this House for many days now, and his voice is very important to stabilize the country. Please support this piece of legislation, Honorable Speaker. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable members, I now propose a question that the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 41 of 2024, be now read a second time. Honorable members, before we proceed with this bill, I have a communication to make. Honorable members, the National Assembly is in receipt of a communication from one Dr. Duncan Oburu Ojwang, who went through a process, an elaborate process, and was selected as the chairperson to the National Commission on Human Rights by His Excellency, the President, the appointing authority in this case. I am in receipt of a letter from the same Duncan, which says that because of personal reasons and a perception of a conflict of interest and other matters that he's unable to cease doing in his present life, he has respectfully is unable to take up this position. Under the circumstances, I want to direct the JLAC, Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, to cease any further processing of this matter. And I also want to direct the Clerk of the National Assembly to communicate the same to the appointing authority, in this case, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya. Thank you. Yes, who is the minority leader? You wish to contribute on the motion before us? Or you have something else to say?
No, Mr. Speaker, I have nothing. I just wanted to, in relation with your communication, I am very sad that we will not have the services of Professor Duncan Ojwang as the chairman of the Kenya National Human Rights Commission. Mr. Speaker, Dr. Ojwang is a scholar in this country who has high standing among the society in this country, Mr. Speaker. And is a man that is known to me. He has been my professor at the university. And he is a man I thought who will do justice to this country. But for obvious reasons that he claimed to have, that personal reasons, I think, this taking up jobs of that nature also comes with personal responsibility. So we respect his decision, but I think this is a man who should be given another opportunity to serve this country, Mr. Speaker. He's a man who loves this country, and is a man who will serve this country diligently, because I know him well also. But having said that, Mr. Speaker, if I may contribute to the bill, Mr. Speaker, the bill before the House, the computer...
The Honorable Professor equally appreciates all that has been placed on him, but because of personal reasons,
It's
very
so-
personal reasons.
Yeah, so sad.
And he is respectfully, very respectful.
Very respectfully declined to
No,
take up the
that's
job.
not the word to use. Respectfully, is unwilling to take up this position. So you are in the government. You are with this broad-based government, and we want to respect his, as you had put it, he's a researcher, he's a scholar, he's a teacher of human rights, and most likely he has thought that this was going to be in direct conflict with his passion for all these years.
Yeah.
So you can get a job that essentially is not going to be in conflict as he perceives it himself.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker,
Proceed.
Mr. Speaker, I agree. You know, professors are very many from where he comes from, especially in that area of his. I know his home. Mr. Speaker, I know the first professor from Dadaab might be you. Mr. Speaker, sorry to say that, but it's coming. I know the way hard you are studying to become a professor, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, you will get one.
Order, Honorable Sene, you will allow the Honorable Junet.
What is the issue?
Yes, proceed, Honorable Junet. I think that was, the communication was done, and we do not want to entertain any further, what they call, issues on the communication. Now you are contributing on the matter before us, which is the amendment bill, the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Amendment Bill by the Honorable Adan Mohammed.
Mr.
And
Speaker,
he has put it very well why he wants this amendment to be done, yes.
Mr. Speaker, if I may contribute to the amendment bill, the Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Amendment Bill 2024, Mr. Speaker, this is a bill that is overdue in this House, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you know the madness that is going in the streets of the social media. And social media is a phenomenon that we must live with, because it has even overtaken the mainstream media, Mr. Speaker. But, Mr. Speaker, every freedom must come with responsibility, as the Deputy Majority Leader has alluded to. And every freedom has limitations, because my freedom begins where yours ends. Mr. Speaker, in a world where we are moving to global digitization, where people communicate digitally from one village to the other village in the farthest part of the world, Mr. Speaker, there must be law and order. What's happening in this country, Mr. Speaker, is that the misuse of computer is so rampant that, Mr. Speaker, people fear nowadays to join any social, social media, Mr. Speaker. People have been abused.
Order. There's somebody who's communicating in a high tone. Is somebody talking to a telephone or?
Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, order. Yeah. Honorable Junet will be listened or heard in silence. Proceed.
Mr. Speaker, the member is still going on with the telephone call. I think he's selling Mira.
Order. Honorable Krima. I know where you come from and where I come from. People are allowed occasionally, but we are now in the National Assembly, so
Mr. Speaker, you know, this is the time, Mira arrive. So I'm sure the goods have arrived, Mr. Speaker. So he's asking what prices are today in the market, Mr. Speaker.
Order. Honorable, that was with a light, that was a light humor.
Mr. Speaker, I wanted to say that the misuse of computer is rampant, Mr. Speaker. I'm sure yourself, as a Speaker, you have been affected in one way or the other. Mr. Speaker, I have told you earlier that the social media now has overtaken the mainstream media.
Absolutely.
People now rely, Kenyans and all kind of people rely on social media to know what's happening in the country today, Mr. Speaker. And anything I post today on the social media will be taken as gospel truth. Even though, Mr. Speaker, I am lying. So, Mr. Speaker, if these freedoms do not come with limitations and responsibility, Mr. Speaker, then we are going to have a society that's going to get destroyed easily. Mr. Speaker, look at what's happening in the sphere of social media in relation even to pornography. When we have young children, young boys and girls who get access to pornography and all kinds of things, Mr. Speaker. What kind of society are we going to raise up in this country? What kind of people shall we be proud of in the next few years, Mr. Speaker, when we expose them to this kind of things, Mr. Speaker? Mr. Speaker, I know some people think that this bill's intention is to gag people not to express themselves. Far from the truth, Mr. Speaker. Every freedom that we enjoy in this country has limitations and it has responsibilities that somebody must carry to enjoy it, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, social media has been misused and has also been used well. If you want to use social media for the good of the society, it will serve that purpose. But if you want to use social media also for the bad of the society, it will also serve the same purpose, Mr. Speaker. Countries have collapsed. Societies have fought. Civil wars happened based on social media, Mr. Speaker. And somebody will tell you, I have the freedom to say, to abuse, to say anything I want. It is my phone. It is my internet. It is my bundles. I have nothing to... No, it can't be like that. If you want to say something that is not true, if you want to say false, if you want to spread false information, if you want to incite people, if you want to, malign people, then you must also be equally ready to take responsibility for it. Somebody will tell you, oh, this is a civil matter. Why should I be taken on a criminal case, on a libel or something? Mr. Speaker, some of the things that happen in the social media sphere have broken even families, Mr. Speaker, because some of them are false, some of them are not true, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you look at the developed society. I was watching in the news the other day that America, the country that enjoys 200 years of democracy, was saying that they want to bring regulations of what is called 48 hours pull down. If you publish through the social media false information, you should pull it down within 48 hours. Otherwise, you will face the consequences. Europe is regulating now what's happening in social media. The European Union are coming up with laws and regulations to regulate what is happening in the social media in their countries, Mr. Speaker. Because everything that is good has also the harmful side of it. Everything that is good has the harmful side of it, Mr. Speaker. And we are in a fragile country, Mr. Speaker. We are in a country that is still maturing democratically. We have a constitution that we have given to ourselves that is just 10 years old now, or 12 years old, Mr. Speaker. We are still in a baby stages. Mr. Speaker, if we open up, let me tell you something. People enjoy freedoms, but people forget that the same freedoms you are enjoying must be enjoyed by others also. So when you infringe on other people's freedoms, then you have to take responsibility, as I've said earlier. Mr. Speaker, we are entering in a world where we are becoming a global digital village. AI is coming. Look at the kind of fake videos that are being propagated. Look at the kind of fake information that is being propagated in the world, Mr. Speaker. You will think gospel truth. I remember one time seeing in a social media, I don't want to mention the name, that a certain governor has passed on, and they were even sending condolences messages, and I was out of the country. I believed it was true. I called back. I said, has that man passed on? I was told, no, he's alive. He's even addressed somewhere. Mr. Speaker, that's what social media can do. AI can do that, Mr. Speaker. I don't want now tomorrow to write in my social media that Honorable Ndindi Nyoro is dead, when I know that he's farming some cassavas in Kiaru, Mr. Speaker. So this thing, if we don't take it serious, if we are carried by the wind, by the waves that, oh, we want to have freedom, we want to speak the way, speak what you want to say, but speak within the law. Don't infringe on my rights. Don't abuse me. Don't malign me. Don't say against me things which are not true. Say anything you want to say, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, this bill is timely. This bill is timely because in a modern society, we must have laws and regulations that govern our way of life. Otherwise, we will behave like animals in the street, Mr. Speaker. What differentiates between people and animals is religion for us as Muslims, but for other societies, it is the law, it is the constitution, Mr. Speaker. If there was no constitution, if there were no laws, people will have killed each other for nothing, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, first we must accept that this world has entered into a new regime of AI, digitalization, and all kind of manner of things. Religious extremism, religious fundamentalism, political fundamentalism, like what's happening in the country today. You can see that, we have been in the opposition all our lives. Until recently, when I saw this thing of broad-based. Mr. Speaker, the kind of opposition now that is being played in the country is political fundamentalism and extremism. Because we never used to talk the way people are talking now. People used to respect each other. We used to speak as Kenyans. This obsession with certain parts, this part and that part, and then people say, there's a leader in this country who has condemned a whole community and society as Al-Shabaab, Mr. Speaker. He's on record. He thinks anybody who looks like you, especially like you, the Speaker, is Al-Shabaab. I don't know, is it because of your mustache? Is it your curly hair? I don't know what it is. Is it your nose that is protruding like a European man? Mr. Speaker. So these are issues that we must address as a country. And those are issues that are being propagated in the social media. Someone just calls me in the social media, you Al-Shabaab, and I can do nothing about it. I just keep quiet. And I ask him, why are you calling me that? He said, oh, you look like what? So I need to go now maybe for...
How does an Al-Shabaab look like?
Yeah, maybe I need to go and do plastic surgery so that I can broaden my nose. So that, my nose and mouth are equal. Then you can stop calling me Al-Shabaab. Mr. Speaker, these are the issues that this country is grappling with. And when you bring this kind of laws, I can tell you, there are people who will oppose it. It will be fought like hell. They'll tell you, oh, you want to gag people's freedoms. You want to gag this. Last parliament, we passed the original Cybercrime, Misuse of Computers and Cybercrime Act. The first group of people who declared certain clauses of that bill unconstitutional was the judiciary.
What was it?
Judiciary. The judiciary declared certain clauses of that bill unconstitutional. But the people who have also felt the biggest brunt of cyberbullying is the judiciary again, Mr. Speaker. So we met in a meeting that they were complaining about cyberbullying and misuse of computer. We told them, no, as Parliament, we have passed the law, but if you say it's unconstitutional, let's leave it with that. So when you're abused, you abuse back again. Get a Twitter account, get a Facebook account, get a TikTok account, and you also abuse your that's how it has been reduced to, Mr. Speaker. You are abused in the social media. The only alternative you have is to abuse back. You are maligned, you malign, Mr. Speaker. You attack, you attack. Mr. Speaker, that is not a society we want to live in. We want to live in a society that is democratic, that is governed by the Constitution and the rule of law, that respects everyone, that you cannot say anything that is unsubstantiated against another human being. That is a society that we want to bring up. Those are the children that we want to bring up as Kenyans, Mr. Speaker. Nobody should cheat our young people that social media is about abusing other people or misusing computer. Mr. Speaker, with those few remarks, I support the bill, but this is something that must be supported by all and sundry, Mr. Speaker. All members, Mr. Speaker, the whole society, religious organizations, civil society must support this matter, Mr. Speaker, so that we can have a country that is governed by the rule of law. Mr. Speaker, the people who have developed these social media systems in the world,
although I've gestured to you to continue, I'll give you an additional 3 minutes.
Yeah, the Europe, America, where these things have originated from, Mr. Speaker, have done regulations for their country, Mr. Speaker. But I don't know why, if an African country wants to regulate themselves, it becomes a bad thing, Mr. Speaker. And the people who have brought this advanced technology to the world are regulating it, Mr. Speaker. In Europe today, I have told you earlier that they have put in place under the European Parliament regulations on how to deal with Facebook. In fact, if you go read the news, you will find that Meta, the owners of Facebook, have said they may withdraw operating in Europe. Because they have been told there are boundaries that you cannot, you will be held accountable. You must operate within this perimeter. You must operate within those boundaries. America, the same. You saw the President of America, Donald Trump, has his own social media. He opened his own after realizing that the ones existing are not working for him. Mr. Speaker, that is the way we want to, associate ourselves or operate. Mr. Speaker, it is the responsibility of Parliament to make laws that help the country move forward. And one of the things that will help, one of the laws that will help this country move forward is this one, Mr. Speaker. With those few remarks, I support.
The Honorable Naomi Waku.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for allowing me to add my voice to this very important amendment. And also thank Honorable Adan for coming up with this very important amendment. Honorable Speaker, from the onset, I want to confirm that I support this amendment on computer misuse and cybercrime, Bill 2024. Honorable Speaker, Kenya is a country that grows very fast, and especially our young people are so much into computer use and also cyber. Honorable Speaker, of late we have seen a big misuse because many criminals get into cyber, computer, and also take advantage of interfering with the peace that we have. Again, a lot of rumors is spread, conflict emerges as a result of that, and also this has brought a lot of problems even in families, because many families have ended up even splitting and even husband and wife because of this. And the earlier we take control of this, the better. So I support this because the bill seeks to prohibit the use of electronic mediums to promote terrorism and extreme religious and cultic practices. Honorable Speaker, we know very well the issue of terrorism has also affected this country negatively. And the terrorism attack, we've lost many lives, we've lost many soldiers, we've lost lots of our young people due to radicalization. And all this has happened through computer misuse. And putting this into consideration, or once we do this amendment, then we will have some controls in place for us to have a better society. Honorable Speaker, Clause 3 seeks to amend Section 6 of the Act to give the National Computer and Cyber Crimes Coordination Committee an additional function of issuing directives on website and application that may be rendered inaccessible within the country where the website or application promotes illegal activities. And those illegal activities have been mentioned. That is why I support this bill. And before that, we have said the issue of terrorism, extreme religious and cultic practices. Of late, Honorable Speaker, there is a lot of extreme religious practice and cultic practices. And that is why we've lost lots of lives. Even this weekend, I think they have registered about 26 people who have lost their lives still in Kilifi, if I'm not wrong. And this is very common everywhere. People are cheated and they lose their lives. And once we put this Clause 3 into practice, and Section 6 of that, whereby child pornography, terrorism, and all these other things will be controlled, especially pornography. Parents are busy these days, and most of the parents get home very late with the traffic jam and the busy days that we have, hustling from morning to evening, looking for businesses and also looking for money. By the time you get home, you do not know what your child has gone through or what your child has interacted with through computer or cyber crime. And Honorable Speaker, many parents are losing their children because even the issue of LGBTQ is being introduced through the computers. And our children have the freedom to watch everything and anything they want, even on their phones. And for any parent, it's not easy even for you to go through what your child has been looking or has been watching, and also to have full control even in your home. And that is why today many children have lost their children. Others have, got into pornography. Others have gotten into LGBTQ, and they are not, ready to go back, and they need to be taken to rehabilitation centers. Many have been radicalized and have joined terrorism, and that is why so many crimes are happening in our nation today. And even for families, as I said, this has damaged our families. And that is why today I am so happy with this amendment and pray that very, very soon we will be able to overcome some of the challenges. Again, paragraph 13 of part 2 of the 4th schedule to the Constitution provides that the control of pornography is a function of the county government. Honorable Speaker, it is important for the county governments also to know their role and to know what to do. And once every sector of this nation will take, good control of our young people, we will have a better society. Honorable Speaker, as I said, I support this bill, and it is my prayer that soon and very soon, all of us will support and that it will be put into practice. As I finish, I want to look at 27, cyber harassment. Under cyber harassment, Honorable Speaker, we know very well that especially members of this Honorable House have been harassed in different ways. Others have been intimidated, harassed, and people receive so many funny photos, and some people don't even know how to respond to that. And once we put this bill into practice, we will overcome all that, and even make sure that the criminals who practice under this will be, the government will take control of everything, and we will have a healthy and a better society. And with those few remarks, I support. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for this chance. And I just want to give just some brief remarks in the view of the bill sponsored by my brother. One is that I find it a pity, Honorable Speaker, when we are still discussing these kind of soft things, especially in IT, when the whole world is now discussing about AI, discussing about data analytics, and other progressive technologies that are helping the economy, Honorable Speaker. And, Honorable Speaker, when we talk about regulating whatever is posted in the internet, be it in whichever platform, whether website or even social media, and especially having listened to some of my colleagues here before who had given their views earlier. Honorable Speaker, I tend to believe that laws must always be made, and discussions like this should always be considered devoid of emotions, because we have seen in many situations, Honorable Speaker, that comforts change, and it's a revolving door. And therefore, it's always important that even as we make laws, we become objective, so that it can serve the current purpose and the current situation and the current timing, but also far-reaching in serving our country, not just in terms of where we sit and start, but also in terms of what is right. Honorable Speaker, across the world it has become very tricky to limit the freedoms of the people, and especially when it comes to usage of internet. Because, Honorable Speaker, practically, no country can pretend to live in an island by itself. The world is interconnected, Honorable Speaker, and especially the distances have been made shorter by the internet. And therefore, even as we legislate for our internal laws, it is important to know that Kenya is just part of the global sphere, Honorable Speaker, and whatever laws that we make, and especially regarding the internet, should encompass whatever happens elsewhere, so that we do not actually legislate in futility. But, Honorable Speaker, broadly speaking, I have seen it is always important for any nation and any country to always not limit debates. Debates meaning that happens here, but also that happens outside. Because it is out of people interacting without limitations that the best is actually found. And the best alternatives in terms of debates always suffice. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, it will not be proper for any member of this House to sit in this House to limit the freedoms of Kenyans, which are well enshrined in our Constitution. And I call upon all of us as the leadership that it is important when we join the realms of leadership that we must develop a thick skin. And I don't think what is going to change is about how Kenyans interact with the internet. What must change is how leaders view those interactions. And I say so because whatever we talk about here in terms of usage of social media is basically what is directed to the public servants and the people in the public life, like ourselves. But, Honorable Speaker, we have to always know that we are never here by invitation. Out of our own volition, we choose to serve the Kenyan people in the public life, Honorable Speaker. And therefore, anyone who would not be willing to take up the heat that comes with the job, probably they are in the wrong job, or they should look for something else that is in line with the thickness of their skin. Honorable Speaker, across, it is important that whatever we do, we continue to affirm what is in the Constitution. What is there is for Kenyans to express themselves, Honorable Speaker. And we have seen that robust debates always. Robust debates, and when we don't limit how people debate, Honorable Speaker, we always get better ideas and better solutions for our problems. And Honorable Speaker, therefore, I submit.
Are you on a point of order? Are you on a point of order? Yes.
Honorable Speaker, I've listened to the Honorable Dindi Nyoro, an eloquent and good speaker, Honorable Speaker. And I've listened to him, but I also want to say, there's something called relevance. This bill, Honorable Speaker, is not general about cyber crime and computers, Honorable Speaker. It speaks to certain very important fundamentals of a nation.
Order.
Honorable Speaker.
Order, Honorable Deputy Majority Leader. You interject on a point of order when the member contributing, who you perceive to be out of order, is still contributing, not after he has concluded. But for conclusion purposes, have you contributed to this motion yourself, this debate? You have already contributed. You seconded. Yeah, but well, if you had another moment, yes, but now whatever good ideas you have to say, you have better give it to somebody else.
No, Honorable Speaker, no. You're infringing on my...
What right? What right? The right to stand on a point of...
Right to stand on a point of order.
What is out of order?
I will speak to you.
No, he is not on his feet. Look, no.
Point of order to the Speaker. Yes, I have that right.
The point of order, order, honorable members. I want to respect all your rights, and I know you, order, you don't get worked up. I am the last person to try and limit your rights. But just can you listen to me? Rules are rules. If you have to stand on a point of order and fault the contribution of a member, then you do it when the member is on his feet. You're not going to... so what's the point of order? Okay, what's your point? Proceed. Because you mentioned Honorable Ndidi Nyoro.
Honorable Speaker, I want to make clarity on the motion and not on the contribution of the member. The motion, Honorable Speaker...
That is okay. That's okay. Proceed. Proceed and limit yourself to the content in that and say that this is how it is. Can you give the Deputy Majority Leader?
Yes. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to clarify. This motion, this particular bill, Honorable Speaker, is very clear on what it intends to do. To limit freedoms on issues that are very pertinent. Terrorism, Honorable Speaker.
Defined issues.
Yes.
Okay.
Terrorism and cultic issues. And the third one, Honorable Speaker, is on the issue of child pornography, terrorism, and extreme religious practices on social media. Not on leaders, not on personalities, not on government. Things that are fundamental, which are actually constitutional. Honorable Speaker.
You're informing the
It
House.
is unconstitutional for you to publish pornography. It is unconstitutional for you to engage in terrorism.
Perfectly in order.
Honorable Speaker.
You're informing
So
the
as
House.
we debate, Honorable Speaker, including the Honorable Ndidi Nyoro, he must debate within the confines of the bill. I've made my point, Honorable Speaker.
Can I just, much as I appreciate the zeal and the energy with which you prosecute your ideas, you just say, Mr. Speaker, I want to rise on a point of information for the House. And the Speaker, the chair will give you. But when you mention another member who has just sat down, then of course it becomes an issue for another ruling. Anyway, but that is now well taken. That you are allowed. The MP for Kangundo, where is Fabian Muli?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for the chance to articulate on this bill.
Proceed.
Honorable Speaker, I'd like to start by putting that law is like a chestnut. So when we are in this house, we all come in good faith. We are making laws for humble society. So when you deal with a chestnut, the way you are sending it can hit, and it still can hit your hand. So law is like a chestnut. Honorable Speaker, I go direct by the computer. The computer mathematician inventor, Mr. Charles Babbage, in 1830. We like to congratulate the Analytica, how he came with the idea of bringing computer by 1830. If you see the development of computer, it has been benefit to human era. It has gone to many coded, benefiting people, benefiting countries, benefiting generation. In 1981, you remember when IBM was a critic on putting now the computer machine, which come now to work as a 1-inch analytical. Now, coming to the present days where we are, it has come to a era that people have lost their direction. There are people who are benefited by use of computer. Too many people are benefiting. But there are people who are desperate looking for something to benefit within that computer. And that's why I'm saying that we have to make laws to control what is happening. We are not saying that the society is bad. We are saying that there must be a meter. There must be a measure. There must be a limiter to say that if you do B, we do C to you. I want to go to this bill. I congratulate the drafter of this bill, but I'm saying that it's so minimal to the happening of today. It is the high time we need to put some more pain and a value compensation to the damage being done in computer. People are losing their business because of computer crime. Somebody will wake up today, he doesn't like you, he just bring a proxy identity online, he mess your business. That's why I'm saying that today era needs proper laws to manage the happenings. If today the defamation happening online, you can wake up tomorrow, somebody has created something AI with your portal and they trading everywhere to make money on defamation your name. So that's why, Honorable Speaker, I say this bill is very important and we should proceed in making more. And they should no honorable member think that when the law made this house must be targeting certain group. And if You feel this law made targeting certain group, there will be a that reading where you can do the amendment. We have freedom in this house as a member. You can do the amendment in that reading. So there is no law which here this house can make to target some certain groups. All the members have that right. All the members, they can amend that law. And this cyber crime, people are joking with it. It has become a threat to national security. If somebody gets bored of what is happening in the government, in the evening you can send anything. Our young people are very educated. Our young people are so important to us. But see what is happening in cybercrime. Somebody taking propaganda online and sending it anyhow. You don't care who gets it. My daughter in grade 8 has a phone. He accesses my phone. He can check what is happening. My daughter has no capacity to authenticate the material which are real or are not real. So it is high time we need proxy people. Too much proxy happening online. This is a good mission. A mission which was invented for development. But some people, criminals, especially many politicians, they have sneaked there to send their business there. We cannot lose our country identity. People are losing. You go outside there, somebody put anything online. They don't care what they are damaging their country. They don't care where it is going because this somebody is so disparate. I was talking to one MCA in my area. He was being defamed by a young boy who is from 2, a young boy who has no anything to understand, but he was given a material to send. So I told him, this is a bit critical. Because the person who is sending that material, what value, if you say you want to be paid defamation, what value does he have to recompensate you? He has nothing. So it is high time this bill has come, but I think it is not enough. But one stone is better than a million we are waiting. So let's move with this bill, but we need to do more. We need to do better and save the people who are benefiting with the content online. You see our young people dancing here. There are one who are doing very good. But there is very good characters. Even you see what is happening within Gen Z. If you track what Gen Z they are doing very good. But people of 60 years, they have open account and calling them Gen Z. They are trying to poison our generation. We are losing our generation because of wasted age. People who have no idea, people who have no future. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, and I support the bill.
The
Thank
Honorable MP for Wajir North, followed by the Honorable Kimuli.
Wajir North, not Kimuli.
Proceed, Wajir North. I've already said Wajir North. Order. I said the Honorable MP for Wajir North, followed by...
Mr. Speaker.
No, not now. You can rise on your point of order later. Order, Kimuli. Proceed. There is nothing out of order because nobody has contributed. Unless you want to say...
No.
Is it point of information or point of order?
Mr. Speaker.
Order, Kimuli, order.
Huh?
Order. Kimuli, please. What is your point of order? He did not even contribute.
Thank you, Speaker.
Yes.
Speaker, you know, in our culture and in our Kamba language, when you say Kumuli means that is something to do with, it's a serious and abuse, Mr. Speaker. I'm not Kumuli, I'm Kimilu. Speaker.
I'm sorry, I'm not an expert in your language. So, Kimilu. Okay. Point taken. Point taken. Point taken. What's your information, Majority Leader? Can you give the Majority Leader the mic, for God's sake? Okay.
Honorable Speaker, just to inform the House that Kimuli is actually the devil. So the Honorable Member, Honorable Kimilu, is right that he cannot be referred to as Kimuli.
Order. That
if anything, the Honorable Kimilu, Joshua, is a very good Christian.
Order. That matter has been disposed of. I don't know what kind of a mileage you intend to get by this. He has already put it very well and said that Honorable Kimilu, sorry if I said Kimuli, it's just a slip of tongue and I don't know the language. So,
Mr. Speaker,
A lot of times people, instead of calling me Farah, call me Fala. But I don't take offense of it. I don't take offense of it because that's the nature. They pronounce L as R and R as L. So, okay. Proceed, Honorable.
Mr. Speaker, we all love to belong to a society which enjoys freedoms and liberties. The rights and liberties as they are in the Constitution and universally practiced. But there are limits. These freedoms come with responsibility. If there are no crimes, if there are no offenses committed, then we would not have been here in an august house legislating, making rules if there will be no offenses. The government would not have had police to enforce laws if crime is not committed. So it will be idealistic for somebody to say that we should not limit or legislate in a manner to limit some rights. Or everything, if we don't limit some of these rights, if these rights and freedoms are not well guarded and checked, then we will have a world full of vices, criminality, and there will be chaos, anarchy. So I think it is quite in order to make sure that there are laws that regulate how we exercise our rights and freedoms. They don't just fall from heaven. These are things that have to be regulated. Many a times, rights and freedoms are abused. Mr. Speaker, cybercrime has become a serious challenge in as much as it is potential, cyber, the virtual space, the digital world, in as much as their contribution to the economy, to the society cannot be gainsaid. It is real to say that they have come also with demerits, immeasurable, innumerable, that they must be managed. The use of computers and cyber must be managed for the well-being of the society, Mr. Speaker. What is happening in the social space, Mr. Speaker, is something akin to highway robbery, violent robbery. Mr. Speaker, initially it used to be merely some kind of defamation, misinformation. What is happening today in the cyberspace are criminal offenses, felonies actually, serious ones, Mr. Speaker, so to speak. The social fabric is torn. We have lost our culture and identity just because this new thing has come in. I'm not saying it's not useful, it is good, but it has come with its own disadvantages, its own demerits. That is why the bill by my colleague, Honorable Aden, the one on computer misuse and cybercrime, comes in handy. It regulates the excesses of those freedoms and liberties, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the social media that has come us all over social media, trying to steal from unsuspecting innocent citizens. Mr. Speaker, there is an identity theft. Somebody can try to appear like the Speaker himself, Honorable Farah Ma'lim. Assume your identity, your personal user names, and still impersonate and do all that could have been done physically by Farah himself, Honorable Farah himself. So there is identity crisis in the social media. We are at a time AI is being used to at least produce the photos of people who have died 100 years ago. You only need to put some attributes into the system. And there you get somebody who looks like your grandfather. Just appears like your grandfather, whom you have never seen. We are in such a kind of very alarming misinformation, which you cannot copyright, which you can't take it as a true information. We are at a level where it has never happened in the history of this republic, where His Excellency the President is abused to such a level, Mr. Speaker. His family is abused, and no action can be taken just because one thing is cited: the rights, the freedoms. We can't use these rights and freedoms to malign, to at least spoil the reputation of other Kenyans. People have a dignity to protect, a life to protect, a family to protect. Social media has become an avenue, a vehicle to abuse innocent Kenyans, leaders, starting from the president to members of parliament and other respectful Kenyans, Mr. Speaker. There are many malware attacks, Mr. Speaker. If that is not controlled, systems are being crashed, viruses have been introduced. They even call worms these days, just to make sure that systems do not work. Banking systems are affected. Military systems are affected. All systems that are virtual are being affected. So one cannot say we are limiting rights, we are limiting freedoms. No, those freedoms and rights should be exercised, but there must be checks. We should protect those rights and freedoms not to come with abuses. Mr. Speaker, there is cyber stalking, which is an offense, threatening individuals online. Many Kenyans have been followed, stalked, abused, and threatened. There is child exploitation. Pornography is something very available on the social platforms. Our children are exposed to these things. And parental care is not sufficient to protect our children, to cushion our children from this dangerous behavior, which is available on social media, Mr. Speaker. Does that mean that a certain right is being limited? No. There is a dangerous thing, a dangerous social vice that needs protection from our children. Mr. Speaker, phishing, as mentioned by the mover of the motion, that fraudulent use of passwords, private identities, keywords, they are easily received, and your bank accounts can be emptied, your information can be taken away. So many things happen. Mr. Speaker, hacking is a modern way of stealing. Hacking is a modern way of stealing. Mr. Speaker, cybercrime and computer misuse has brought a lot of financial losses to Kenyans. They brought a lot of breach to privacy to individuals and families. Mr. Speaker, they affected reputations of Kenyans. They have affected us morally. They have affected us morally. And many otherwise, it's like I'm being limited. It's like I'm being limited. There is a moral decadence that is being necessitated by this kind of social media. Economically, many have been brought down. Contraband goods are being sold on social platforms, Mr. Speaker, including medicine. A lot of drugs and medicine are available on social platforms, which are not genuine, which are fake, and which affect the health of Kenyans, Mr. Speaker. If that is not controlled, then we will be having an expensive healthcare system, Mr. Speaker. Tribal clashes have become common because of the kind of language we use on social media. Mr. Speaker, children abduction has become common. And finally, academically, are we really ourselves? We have used social media to copy-paste, to steal, and to impersonate ourselves academically. We are not ourselves. Our thoughts are not our views. We mimic others. We are not really ourselves. Mr. Speaker, of concern to me, do we have the capacity to regulate this law if passed? Is our DCI having the capacity to enforce? That's also a big concern. Of concern to me, we have taken procurement online. You must have heard if Miss once, one of the officers has claimed during the NYS saga that his password has been stolen.
You have 1 minute. 1 minute.
Thank you. It is on record that during the NYS scandal, An officer who was accountable has claimed his password has been stolen. Today, all our procurement has been made online. Are we safe? Is IFMIS safe? If we have the capacity, so good. If we don't, then we need to have checks to all these that come with this good thing. It is a good thing that must be balanced with tough and serious regulations. I support, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, I want to say that in the last parliament, Mr. Speaker, with the Committee of ICT and Communication, Mr. Speaker, we come up with a law about cybercrime, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, I'm proud when I see some of these amendments and changes coming to the law, because, Mr. Speaker, we cannot make a law within a day. It's a process, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to say cybercrime is a serious issue, Mr. Speaker. And the whole world, Mr. Speaker, has a problem. And no country has got it right, because it changes day after the other. Mr. Speaker, many people, Kenyans, have been caught through the cybercrime, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I being one of those who were caught, Mr. Speaker, early this year, around February, Mr. Speaker, someone hacked my WhatsApp and used my name to con people, Mr. Speaker. And it took me time before I take the control, and many people were caught a lot of money, Mr. Speaker. I was, Mr. Speaker, I was not happy to see some of these youths, some of them because of lack of jobs, Mr. Speaker. I saw someone drawing Osoro with a long tail when he was doing empowerment, Mr. Speaker. And I said, as in a person like Osoro with a long tail, Mr. Speaker, that is an abuse, Mr. Speaker. And I think some of these things is where we are saying, Mr. Speaker, we need to control. And I want to advise some of these, the government, because I can see members of government here like Osoro, that you need to give these youth jobs. As a country, Mr. Speaker, we are in a state whereby we need to invest more in employing the youth, giving the youth